Hey everyone, Chen here bringing you guys another video. Today we got a spicy video. I'm going to showcase something that is potentially illegal that you'll be able to see right here. Boom, there it is, a double Akshan Q. As you guys can see there, in this video you are going to learn how and when it is useful. Alrighty, we have loaded on into the practice tool. Real quick, I do want to mention two things. One, this is 100% a game-breaking exploit, and the moment Riot figures this out and sees this video probably, they're going to patch it. So, keep this video on a bit of a download. Don't share it too often. Don't share it into the Akshan Discord, for example. Stuff like that. Let's keep this a little bit hidden to those of my following, stuff like that. Second thing I want to mention, you do want to actually go to practice tool to practice this. Otherwise, you might fuck it up. Right? It's not insanely easy to do. You will be able to get it down once you actually understand how the combo works. But if you've never practiced it and just randomly want to do it in your games because I tell you what the combo is, you're going to fuck it up. Anyways, with that being said, let's get right into it. As you saw in the intro, it looked a little bit funky, didn't it? I Q'd and then I E'd backwards and then I got my second Q. Well, that is actually the secret. Your second Q only comes off if you throw your E and if you do it fast enough. So, for example, let me show you guys. There we go. Right? It only comes if you do it fast enough. Another thing that I do want to mention is that you cannot do it if your Q doesn't hit anything, I believe. Let me show you guys this. Yep. You cannot do it if Q doesn't hit anything. Obviously, I'm not exactly sure how that's coded. I'm pretty sure it's something about exploiting your CDs as to how your second Q goes off. So I don't understand why, if you hit nothing, there's just no second Q. Let me try one more time to guarantee. Yeah, guaranteed. Now, actually, I haven't tried this, but let me see if it works on champions. If you hit a champion and you can get a double Q, let me see. Okay, there we go. So, very interesting. It only works if you actually hit a target. I don't know how that's coded. That is weird as shit, but there you guys have it. So once again, what is the combo? It is Q, E, Q. You have to do it very fast. The reason why I said you should go to practice tool to practice it, you're going to fuck it up a couple times, especially if you don't know the speed in which you need to do it, right? Q, E, and then Q. Now, as you saw in the intro, the easiest way I found to do that, and the mid lane at the very least, is to, for example, the wave is here, right? It's to Q and then E backwards. That way, you have enough space. Let me show you. So, Q. Okay, I didn't mean to hook there, but you get what I mean. Because if you try to E inwards, you're actually going to just fuck up your Q positioning. And if you're going to do a double Q, you want basically it to hit in a straight line so you can get a very, very beautiful, Waveclear. So let me try showing it here. Yeah, something like that, right? And obviously, I would do it a little bit more. I would basically be standing where I'm standing right now because this is the best spot to do it. And let's say this is like a fresh wave, right? That is the best way to do it. You are going to 100-0 a wave within a nanosecond, which is absolutely bonkers, absolutely game-breaking for Akshan. Please keep it on the down low so I can keep abusing this while I climb. Akshan has gotten fucking quadruple nerfed in the last patch, so I need this for my LP. But anyways, now, real quickly, when do you actually do this? If it wasn't obvious enough, you do it when you're mid-wave. Real quick, you don't want to do this every single wave. There's a couple scenarios, right? First and foremost, past, like, first item, you don't really need to do this. Whenever your Q one-shots your backline, and you only need to auto the front casters, or for melee minions, don't do this. Why? There is a downside to it, obviously, right? You're not going to have your E. So, for example, there's a lot of times where I'm wanting to hard shove this next wave, and let's say I have one item, and if I Q, E, Q, I'm still standing here, because, I mean, I would be standing here or here, somewhere around here, but I'm still in danger without my E cooldown, right? That's the biggest flaw. You're going to not have your, E cooldown, right? So let's say hypothetically they're playing someone like LeBlanc, and they now have a window to jump on me. Whereas if I'm just queuing, right, and auto the front minions, then I can play around my E, and I can obviously get into safety range, stuff like that. So basically any scenario where you are in danger, you do not do this. Now, in what scenarios do you do this? Obviously for faster Waveclear if you're looking for roams, but another time, basically any time where I'm trying to reset fast in the early game, I'm going to do this. It is absolutely broken. You are shaving about maybe like 3 to 5 seconds every single time you do this, and you're doing it a good amount of times. You're doing it like 3 to 4 times every single game, as long as you know what you're looking for. Second drawback I do want to mention that is very minor, especially if you're recalling, is it's going to eat your mana. Akshan unfortunately has a lot of mana issues, and, you know, casting Q twice, which shouldn't happen normally, and as to how Riot's intended, but you're going to eat a lot of mana, right? You're going to be eating 75 plus 70 plus another 75. So actually understanding the math, having your mana shown and understanding the math, I'm not exactly 75, that's what, like, that is 150 plus, that's 220. That is legitimately, I am level 8 Akshan, which normally, you know, I'm level 8 Akshan, and that is basically half my mana pool, right? So, keep that in mind. It's expensive, right? But the drawback is, or, you know, the benefits of it is actually worth it. You have to find the right scenarios to actually do it, and it is worth it. Now, second scenario, besides clearing wave, this is very small. I haven't found myself actually being able to replicate this yet, but there are instances, it's very, very niche, where you can actually use a double Q on an enemy, and what does that do? As you know, every single time you hit a Q, you're getting movement speed, so that's giving you quite a bit of movement speed. Let me just try to show you. Right? You're getting a lot of movement speed, and obviously that double Q damage. Once again, this is very niche. I don't really understand any like full scenarios where this is worth it, just because having your better E. I mean, maybe you could do something like, no, that didn't work. Let me try again. Something like that, I don't know, like to finish, let's say there's like a lot of enemies. Once again, very niche, you can find instances, but just to understand and know that its capability is very, very good and very useful. It's the same thing as Akshan Infinite E glitch, right? I made plenty of videos of that. Like, these spots, is it practical? Very rarely. Like, you're gonna find 1 out of 1,000 games where you're like, oh shit, this is useful. Unless you're taking Baron, right? But like, to actually damage someone and to just like glitch on a wall, it's very, very niche. And generally speaking, you're gonna, once again here, right? Very niche where that's actually going to be utilized, but understanding it and having practice and having that in your arsenal is actually quite effective. But anyways, that is the video. Let me show it to you just one more time. Oh, I fucked it up there. It does seem, hold on, I don't know why it's screwing up now. It is okay. It might be, what? Hold on, let me just do it in here. Yeah, I mean, so I do believe the reasoning is because if you E too long, you actually can't do it. Let me double check on this. No, you still can. That is really weird how I just looped 4 times. Okay, yeah, but once again, the combo is Q, E, Q. You have to do it very fast. Basically, you Q, E instantly, double tap your E, right? Double tap like that. And keep in mind, there is a select amount of distance before you can actually recast it. So that's why, me personally, I do this, right? And then you have to spam your Q button. That's the only way it'll work, it seems. So anyways, that is the video. If you found it useful, make sure to smash the like button. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this exploit. It is 100% going to get patched if Riot figures out that it's actually viable and like a thing, right? Because you basically just completely cheat Cryo with it. I've shoved in the wave and literally a nanosecond it just roamed every single wave. So it's super broken, stuff like that. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Chen out.